Disappear and level up. Listen carefully, because this might be the message and you desperately need to hear. Stop announcing your plans. Stop explaining your dreams. Stop telling everyone what you're about to become. Disappear and level up. Read that again. Because the version of you everyone knows is keeping you weak. The distracted version, the emotional version, the overthinking version, the version addicted to attention, the version waiting for motivation, that version must die. Listen, most people want success without sacrifice, glow up without discipline, respect without struggle, power without pain. But hear this carefully. Nobody becomes dangerous by staying comfortable. Nobody becomes unforgettable by staying average. If you want real transformation, you must disappear. Not forever, just long enough to rebuild yourself. The first lesson: disappear from distractions. This destroys millions of people. Scrolling endlessly, watching everyone else win, comparing lives, seeking validation, living for attention. Listen carefully. You cannot build greatness while constantly distracted. Read that again. Every hour wasted steals from your future. Every distraction weakens discipline. Every excuse delays growth. Weak people consume, strong people build. Ask yourself honestly, are you building or distracting yourself from reality? Because your future is watching. And every lazy day costs something. The second lesson: disappear from people who drain energy. This one hurts. Sometimes, the people around you keep you weak. Negative friends, fake supporters, people who laugh at dreams, people who secretly enjoy your failure. Read that again, because not everyone clapping for you wants you to win. Listen carefully. Energy matters. Environment matters. Mindset matters. If people around you normalize weakness, weakness becomes normal. Untouchable people understand. Sometimes growth requires distance. Distance from noise, distance from negativity, distance from emotional chaos, because peace builds power, and power changes lives. The third lesson: work in silence. This changes everything. Weak people announce goals, big things coming. I'm changing. Watch what happens. Listen. Talking feels productive, but results matter more. Read that again. Because talking gives fake satisfaction. Real power moves quietly. Silently attractive people build without applause, heal without attention, train without validation, win without announcing. And suddenly, months later, people ask, "What happened to you?" That is power. The fourth lesson: use pain as fuel. Listen carefully. Something hurt you, maybe betrayal, rejection, failure. Disrespect, loneliness. Good. Use it. Read that again. Stop crying over pain. Build through pain. Train harder. Think deeper. Move smarter. Become stronger, because pain can either destroy you or transform you. Weak people suffer and complain. Strong people suffer and evolve. Ask yourself honestly, are you wasting pain or using it? Because suffering without growth is wasted suffering. The fifth lesson: become obsessed with discipline. This separates average people from dangerous people. Motivation, temporary. Mood, temporary. Feelings, temporary. Discipline, that stays. Listen, leveling up means showing up, even when tired, even when emotional, even when nobody believes in you, even when results feel invisible. Read that again. Because invisible progress still counts. Most people quit too early. Why? Because success feels lonely before it becomes visible. But strong people, they stay consistent, quietly, day after day. Because discipline creates identity. Identity creates confidence. Confidence changes life. Another painful truth: stop chasing people while building yourself. This destroys progress. Always texting, always seeking attention, always emotionally distracted. Listen carefully. The person meant for you will meet the improved version of you, not the desperate version. Read that again. Your mission matters more. Your future matters more. Your peace matters more. Disappear long enough to become someone undeniable. Another lesson: protect your goals privately. This is powerful. Not everyone deserves access to dreams. Why? Because energy matters. Negativity spreads, doubt spreads, fear spreads. Listen carefully. Some people will laugh, some people will doubt, some people secretly hope you fail. So move quietly and let success speak. Because results silence doubters better than arguments ever will. Now imagine this version of yourself, gone for months. No over-explaining, no drama, no chasing, no begging, just focus. Discipline, growth, healing, building. And then one day, you return different. Stronger body, stronger mindset, stronger confidence, calmer energy, sharper focus. And suddenly, people notice. Not because you ask for attention, but because transformation speaks loudly, without words. Now listen carefully. Disappearing is not running away. It is rebuilding. Rebuilding habits, rebuilding confidence, rebuilding discipline, rebuilding identity. Because the strongest glow-ups happen in silence. Read that again. Silence, not performance, not attention, not validation. Just work, quiet work, obsessive work. And remember this: the people laughing now will be shocked later, because one season of isolation can create a lifetime of power. So disappear, not to escape life, but to build a version of yourself that no longer recognizes weakness. And when you come back disciplined, come back focused, come back dangerous, come back leveled up. Now listen carefully. Here's the brutal truth nobody wants to hear. You cannot become powerful while staying the same person. Read that again. Because the old version of you must die. The lazy version, the emotional version, the distracted version, the version addicted to comfort, the version waiting for perfect timing. Listen carefully. Success does not come to people waiting. It comes to people building, quietly, obsessively, relentlessly. And hear this carefully. Nobody is coming to save you. Not motivation, not luck, not perfect circumstances, not other people. It's you, only you. And the moment you understand this, everything changes. The sixth lesson: disappear from validation addiction. This destroys potential. Most people are performing, posting every move, seeking attention, seeking approval, seeking proof they matter. Why? Because silence scares weak people. Listen, if nobody clapped for your progress, would you still continue? Read that again. Because real growth happens when nobody is watching. Untouchable people train in silence, heal in silence, suffer in silence, build in silence. And one day, their results become impossible to ignore. That is power. Another painful truth: stop telling people your plans. This one changes everything. Every time you announce goals, you lose energy. Why? Because talking creates fake achievement. The brain feels rewarded without action. Listen carefully, move differently, say less, do more. Let people underestimate you. Let people doubt you. Let people laugh. Because nothing shocks people more than silent success. Read that again. Silent success. Not loud promises, not fake motivation. Results. The seventh lesson: learn to love boredom. Yes, boredom. This is where most people fail. Because discipline feels boring. Gym feels boring. Consistency feels boring. Reading feels boring. Routine feels boring. And weak people? They run back to distraction, entertainment, scrolling, drama, comfort. But strong people? They understand. Repetition creates greatness. Read that again. You don't level up through excitement. You level up through repetition, the same habits, repeated daily, until transformation becomes identity. Another brutal truth: your circle matters. Look around honestly. Do people around you inspire growth? Or normalize excuses? Listen carefully. You become what surrounds you. Negative people, negative thinking, lazy people, lazy habits, undisciplined people, undisciplined life. This truth hurts, but environment shapes identity, and sometimes leveling up means walking alone. Read that again. Walking alone, because peace is better than fake company. Purpose is better than distraction. Growth is better than fitting in. The 8th lesson: master emotional discipline. This changes everything. Weak people let emotions control action. Sad? Stop working. Tired? Skip discipline. Rejected? Lose confidence. Heartbroken? Lose direction. Listen, emotionally weak people stay average. Strong people move anyway. Feel pain? Still train, feel tired. Still build, feel doubt. Still show up, because discipline becomes stronger than emotions. That is dangerous. Another painful truth: nobody respects wasted potential. Read that again. Potential means nothing without execution. You say you want greatness, but do habits match? You say you want respect, but do actions match? You say you want success, but are you sacrificing enough? Listen carefully. Dreams without discipline become regrets, and regret hurts deeper than failure ever will. The 9th lesson: disappear to heal. This matters deeply. Some of you are broken, heartbroken, mentally exhausted, emotionally drained, trying to smile while suffering silently. Listen carefully. Healing matters. But stop healing through distraction. Stop numbing pain. Stop pretending everything is okay. Heal properly. Reflect. Journal. Pray. Train. Read. Think deeply. Because healing creates wisdom, and wisdom creates power. One season of healing can transform your entire future. Another brutal truth: people only notice after results appear. This hurts. Nobody claps in beginning. Nobody believes early. Nobody supports invisible progress. Listen carefully. At first, they ignore you. Then, they doubt you. Then, they laugh at you. And finally, they ask how you changed. Read that again. Because people respect results, not promises. That's why disappearing matters. Build privately, win publicly. The 10th lesson: become addicted to self-respect. This changes identity. Stop begging. Stop chasing. Stop proving worth. Stop shrinking for acceptance. Listen carefully. The moment self-respect becomes priority, life changes. You stop tolerating disrespect. Stop accepting confusion. Stop settling for less. Because standards rise, and higher standards create higher lives. Now imagine this version of yourself, gone for 6 months. No drama, no validation addiction, no chasing, no excuses, just discipline. Gym.mindset. Books, healing, focus, growth. And one day, you walk into a room and nobody recognizes your energy. Calmer, sharper, focused, confident, different. Because transformation happened quietly, and quiet transformation feels powerful. Now understand this deeply. Disappearing is not weakness, it is strategy. The lion disappears before the hunt. The warrior isolates before battle. The disciplined person sacrifices comfort before success arrives, because growth loves privacy. Read that again. Growth loves privacy, not noise, not excuses, not attention. Silence, discipline, consistency. And remember this: you do not need revenge. You do not need validation. You do not need applause. Success will speak for you. Transformation will speak for you. peace will speak for you. So disappear, build, heal, train, focus. And when you return so powerful that your old self feels like a stranger.